to go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo. And I hope you like this show. Wow. Yeah.
Ooh, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy. Carmen, I don't think I got enough water.
No?
Is that
you
okay?
Have some of mine.
No, I don't need any right now. But it's looking, last time we did this, just the two of you and I, the two of us, just the two of us, we can cry out your eye.
Don't.
No, that's not how the song goes.
No, it's fine.
At the end of the episode, it was our anniversary episode. At the end of the episode, we had munched on some cheese balls before.
Yeah.
And like I was starting to I was in dire need of some Tums, Carmen. My favorite candy. What's your favorite candy? Tums, smoothie flavored.
Yeah.
Easy chew.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I was
those...
like, we had to quit, Carmen.
You know what's crazy? I never, I'm sure I've experienced heartburn before. I don't think I understood really what it was until I got with you.
Uh-huh.
And I think I got heartburn one good time because we were eating wings back to back to back.
Ooh, you got to be careful with them wings, Carmen. They'll
I
get
think
you.
there were 7-Eleven wings too.
Yeah.
The famous 7-Eleven wings we talk about.
The famous 7-Eleven wings. We were actually talking about it just this weekend. About
I want them.
How we were living in a motel when we first moved here. And right next to the motel was, and it was a crack motel.
Yeah.
Like it got shut down like a couple weeks after you and I actually found
for
an apartment. Like it got shut down for like prostitution and drugs and just they had a whole big sting operation for this. Not this one motel, but also the one that's just a block down the street. They shut them both down at the same time.
Yeah, and they were both similar and pretty much doing the same thing.
They're doing the exact same thing. And but next to it was a 7-Eleven. And we had come here, and I had been on Catalina for a long time. You don't need to get fast food because it's a 26 mile boat ride away. And so you don't get that 7-Eleven food. Nope. But when we got to South Portland, Maine, living in that motel, I saw at that 7-Eleven they had these wings, buffalo wings. And I said, you know what?
And they were cheap.
Yeah, I was like, hey, let me get a dozen of those wings for $2.50. And the woman's like, okay. I got them, took them to the motel. Oh, shouldn't have done that because they were amazing, Carmen.
They were
the best wings I think I've ever had. Meaty, beautiful, meaty wings. They had it all.
I know. That's so funny because I was telling the chef that I worked with how good the wings were there. He was like, should I tell my wife we're going to 7-Eleven for dinner tonight? Right. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, but they got good wings. Maybe try them first by yourself and then take her out to dinner there.
And then they stopped selling the buffalo. No more buffalo. No more, I want my buffalo back, buffalo back, buffalo back. I want my buffalo back, buffalo back, buffalo back. And I was really upset. So we've spoken away of these 7-Eleven wings. No more 7-Eleven wings for Carmen and Kirk.
Unless they bring those back, and then I
Buffalo
don't know
back, Buffalo back, Buffalo back.
I don't think I'd be able to resist if they actually brought them back.
We've actually, I feel like a lot of people through the past year have been eating out more through the, delivery services and all that stuff, getting groceries and just people that were stuck at home the entire time. They're like, I'm stuck at home. I'm not gonna eat the food that was at my home. But we haven't had 7-Eleven food, any of it, in a long time, right?
Yeah. Because at some point,
well, I don't know. You might sneak a hot dog on your way to work every now and again and not tell me.
Nope. I've been going to the Big Apple and getting these.
Oh, the Big Apple. Oh, the diagonally across the street. Huh?
Yeah, the Big Apple got these little.
What do they got?
Hawaiian roll sliders.
Oh yeah. I was asleep and you came and you gave me the slider sandwich and you're like, "Here, I brought you breakfast." And I looked at it and I said, "I'm not gonna eat that." She's like, "Oh no, it's really good." I said, "Where'd you get that from?" You said, "The Big Apple." I said, 7-Eleven Junior.
Yeah, I mean, they're perfect if I'm going to work, especially if I got to take pills for a headache in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I can just eat those really quick. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I bought them out and they haven't replaced them since.
Oh. That means somebody made all those sandwiches and then you ate them all. Mm-hmm. Like they were just delivered one day. You probably tried to feed me a 2-week-old sandwich.
No, the date was on it. It didn't say 2 weeks.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But the bread was soggy at the bottom and I did have to.
I do not regret not eating that, I guess. The other day, I was home. This was Sunday. Mm-hmm. I was home and I went for a walk and I didn't know what to do. And it was about lunchtime, so I went to Amato's. Amato's is an Italian place. It's sandwich. It does pizza, wings, stuffers, which are like a pinwheel type thing.
I like those actually.
And I went to go get an Italian sandwich, which is, salami, prosciutto. What else is on it?
Is mortadella on it?
No.
Salami, prosciutto, bologna on there, ain't
No,
it?
there's no bologna. Green onions, tomatoes. Not green onions, white onions, pepperoni. Was there pepperoni?
It's supposed to be.
Sure. Oil. Put it on there. It's a good sandwich. Provolone cheese. See, there's this thing they call it the Maine Italian, which is really gross. It's ham and American cheese with the green peppers, the white onion, olives, and then the salt, pepper, oil. Disgusting. I hate it. Like, whoever came up with that, that's just
Maine has their own way of
they got their own way of doing everything, right?
It's the state for blueberries and every fucking thing.
So this guy, he came up behind me, and he and his wife go into the place, and they said, "We want to order a Maine Italian sandwich, but we don't want one of them. We don't want cheese on one of them. Put the cheese that could go on one of them on the other."
Oh my God.
What would you do if you're working at a restaurant or a little like to-go place and the person said, we don't want the cheese on one, but take that cheese and put it on this other sandwich? What would you do?
I just had that happen to me today.
Really?
Not the same thing, but these two.
What happened to you?
These two older ladies, the older people that come into our restaurant, they typically split food. So they'll do like a soup salad and then they'll like split a sandwich.
Right.
And it's just a thing, I guess. And they come in and they're like, "We want our chicken sandwich split in half, but she doesn't want salad on hers. So can you just put the whole salad on one?" And then I had one big plate and one little one. Because what I'm supposed to do, put the half sandwich on the big plate with no salad? I was like...
But she doesn't really want the whole salad on her plate, right? Like she wants like more than...
portion,
she wants more than, the half salad. But she doesn't actually want the whole salad because that's too much food.
Well, that's why she got a half sandwich, because she didn't want to eat the whole thing. She already got soup and Brussels sprouts.
Oh, my God.
They're like 80-year-old women. They wanted half of that.
Right.
So, it's like, all right.
And did you do it?
Yeah, and I didn't even cut it in half very well.
You didn't?
It was like one small half.
The sandwich?
Yeah, and I put a small.
Did
half,
one person get one half and the other person got the
other half, and then a whole salad? It's a
Who
sandwich
got the
and
smaller half of the sandwich? The salad?
The person without the salad.
The one without the salad. Oh man, she's gonna be like, I'm so hungry. And the woman is like, you could have had your salad. Little does she know, she got less of a sandwich.
It's very hard to split a chicken thigh in half on a piece of bread. It moves. It's not like
it's not geometrically sound. You know.
No, chicken thighs. They jiggle.
Chicken jazz.
They move around. So, yeah, I don't know. We did it for them, and then someone came in after that and also ordered a split fish sandwich, and instead of fries, they wanted home fries. We get weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
The models ain't nothing special.
All right. I know, but the woman told them, the woman that was working the register, she was like,
It's kind of gross to ask.
yeah. She was like, no. And then she goes to the person that actually makes the sandwich, and she's like, hey, this guy, he wants
His cheese to go on hers.
Yeah, he wants one sandwich. Well, it was her cheese to go on his, let's be honest. He was like, she said, this guy, he wants one with no cheese, but the cheese to go on his. Do we do that? The woman was like, no. I love that. I love the no. Like we can accommodate that, and through our food budget, it's not going to change anything, right? Like we're using the same amount of product, but that man, he's trying to get over it. And if he went in there by himself, you don't get that extra cheese. You got to buy extra cheese.
So
you have to look at it as sandwich per sandwich basis. You don't look at it as a group sandwich. We ain't catering here.
They do that at fine dining restaurants, though. They'll do that.
Yeah.
You'll say, hey, like people order, like one person don't want fries, but they still want the fries. They just don't want it on the plate or something like that. Bring it to the table for the other person. Like that happens a lot.
Yeah.
But at a sandwich place, they don't accommodate like that. They're like, no.
No, we're not going to do it. That looks weird. We can't even print it on the ticket. How am I supposed to make it? I can't see it on the ticket. You just tell me and I'm supposed to remember?
Like,
then what if I don't do it?
Take her cheese and put it on his.
Yeah,
because
right.
she don't want her cheese. But technically, is that wrong? She's supposed to get cheese anyway to come with it. Why can't he have her cheese? But it's a weird thing to ask. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Right.
When you get that request, you're like, these fucking people.
Well, you know what the couple did?
What?
They
Pay for extra cheese?
No. The dude said, okay, well, we don't want any sandwiches, and we're going to go to a place where I know that they're going to do it. Now, the thing is, where we live.
He can easily go somewhere where they will do it.
Where? At that Amato's right there on India Street.
Where else could he go?
Yeah.
Bet you Jersey Mike's would do it.
No, but Jersey Mike's is all the way in South Portland.
That's true.
Where
could he
place.
go close?
There is no place, and he tried
you
to.
don't think Dahlia do it?
It was a weekend. She was closed. No, I don't. And I know that he cannot get that sandwich made anywhere else in the block
or in the area.
But he's got to be the man with the last word. But I say Amato's won this bout because that man don't get no sandwich, and you know what? They had a line out the door anyway. They don't want to deal with his ass because he's being complicated.
Yeah, and they're already busy.
I'm standing there. I'm waiting for my sandwich.
Everyone's short-handed right now. Them special request things are fucking
out the
pissing
window.
people off.
No more special requests around here.
We have to do it because we're a hotel. So people are paying a lot of money for rooms. You kind of got to, if they want their fucking shit split and she want her salad, what is not really costing us anything, just do it.
Right.
Like, she was going to get her half anyway. Just give it to her. But yeah, at sandwich shops, even when I was younger and I worked at a place like that, the boss was like, no, the customer is not always right. That's fucking bullshit.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
You don't get that.
Because people would come in about the anchovies, like, my pizza tastes like fish, but they ordered anchovies and didn't know what they were.
Right.
Just being greedy, like, oh, you get all meat. Yeah. They're like, give me all of it, anchovies, all of it. Like, it was like a extra large pizza for $11.65, and you pretty much get all the meats plus onions, green pepper, and mushroom.
Whole thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You get like 8 toppings. So people would be like, yeah, give me the anchovies too. And then they'd be like, my pizza tastes like fish. And he like, okay, bring the pizza back. I'll make you another one without anchovies.
Right.
They bring it back.
They bring back
they
a
try to-
Pac-Man pizza.
This one lady brought a pizza back, and we had those doors where you close one and the other one opens.
Mm-hmm.
So he closed his and hers open, and she took both pizzas and went to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And he ran around that damn counter so fast and took it right out of her arms. Like, thank you. And walked back into the store. The look on her face, like, did that just
He
happen?
took both pizzas?
He just took the one off the top that he saw her take. He walked right out that door, and
He said
she was getting her fat ass was getting in the car. Once she had her left leg in, he took that pizza right off the top. Like, thanks. And went back in the store.
And what do
we
you
was
say
just
about that?
looking like,
What do you say? You're the woman. What do you say? You like,
she
I'm
didn't know
stealing the
what-
pizza.
She was so fucking shocked because she didn't see it happening.
Right.
She didn't know that was gonna happen. The look on her face was like,
But there's people out there that would be like, you don't take that pizza from my hands. And I'm like, you're stealing it from me.
yeah, but it happened so quick and it shocked the shit out of her
Right.
that she was just like stuck.
Uh-huh.
He just took that pizza back from me, and I was being shady. What can you say?
Right.
You know you stealing.
Yeah.
You being slick.
That's it. Slick.
Didn't fucking care.
You thinking you're slick, but you could use some greasing.
Mm-hmm. So I brought this story up to you. In Detroit, there's a restaurant called Sloppy Chops.
Sloppy Chops. That's a horrible name.
It is a very bad name, and I'm like, oh my god, I got a lisp, so that's very difficult for me to say.
Mm-hmm. I have this lisp.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that. That's hard to say, but yeah, it's a girl's name. This restaurant is a restaurant in Detroit. It's on McNichols, which is not the best.
Horrible name.
But that's the name of the damn street.
Okay.
And not the best area.
Mm-hmm.
Even like maybe if you get down to like the Telegraph areas where it's kind of pushing out of Detroit, but within the city, that block potholes everywhere. It's just a gross block. And then this
You
restaurant,
gotta beware of those potholes on McNichols.
yeah, everywhere, 7 Mile especially, but everywhere. But this block has this nice restaurant called Sloppy Chops. It's a restaurant that sells lobster and like chops and steaks and all this stuff, like expensive food. And it was 4 people that came to dine in, and they said they ordered all the food. They ordered the shebang plus drinks. Their bill came up to $340. So I was like, how many entrees did y'all get between the 4 of y'all? $340? That's still a lot.
Right.
Probably like a $25, $30 entree, 40 maybe. You know what I mean? That's
Right. How many was there?
4 people?
Just 4? Yeah, and then you get the appetizers though.
Yeah, that's true.
And then drinks.
Yeah, 4 people could rack up $340.
Yeah, depending on what kind of a drink at a sloppy chop. Could
Yeah, how
be
much is that gonna be?
A sloppy Mary could be, like $15.
That's true too. Right. We gotta look up that fucking menu.
Yeah, we gotta look up the sloppy chop.
See what their prices are. Either way, they could have been lowballing it. They probably just ate what they wanted, and then they went to pay, and somebody was like, I don't got my part. And they was like, we gotta fucking run.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Or they get the bill, and they didn't, like, people come into restaurants all the time. Order food, and then a bill comes, especially if they've been drinking or partying or whatever. Like, people at night that go into restaurants.
Right.
They'll come in, order shit drunk.
We're just gonna finish the night.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish the night right here.
And they order food, they eat, and then everybody, like, time to pay, they see the bill, they're like, what? Who owed this? And then it get a little bit sticky. So you never know what the situation was, or if they intended
Because they got sticky fingers.
Well, I feel like if
Is that what you're trying to say? Are you being funny? This is where it
I
gets
wasn't even
sticky.
going there. No. Well, if they came in and they were already planning on doing that, why wouldn't they get more stuff?
Then $400?
$340.
Right.
It's 4 people though.
Yeah, but I mean, there's got to be a point.
It's a lot. You get good and drunk. You get.
I mean,
but it's what the waitress gonna be thinking. If she a good waitress, she looking at them already, being like, "You got on a dirty jersey. Your shoes look dirty. Y'all can't afford this. The bill is at this much right now. They just ordered this other drink. They look dusty. They
you're
don't
wearing
look,
a Jordan jersey, but it's with the Wizards.
I think it was like a Dolphins jersey.
Okay.
It's the light blue one.
Right.
It was a Dolphins jersey he was wearing, and then he had his name on the back of it.
His own name?
He had like Finkel 5 or something. Like
Finkel 5.
the street and then like a number or something.
McNichol 5.
He had something weird on the back. Or 7 I don't know. He had a street name or something on the back of the jersey.
Oh.
But it was like the Dolphins color jersey.
Right.
Like, they looked dusty.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't think, hey, like, I don't know what you're supposed to do in that situation. You're not
Who,
supposed to.
them? The thieves?
The server.
Oh, the server.
I'm pretty sure she was looking at the situation like, they ain't gonna be able to pay for this fucking shit.
Right. There comes a point.
So what are you doing now at that point?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
What happened?
They walked out. They ran up out of there.
Who did?
The
people?
guys did. Yeah.
Okay.
The people eating. They ran up out of there.
Uh-huh. And then what happened?
They didn't pay the tab. That was it. They lost out on the money. They got on the news. It went viral. And it's a weird thing. I'm like, as many people run out on bills, why did that go viral? My mom was like, maybe because of the pandemic and people.
Was it on
struggling.
film?
Mm-hmm. It was cameras.
There you go. Did they look cool?
They just hurried up. You see them in the street running. They holding their pants up, just
Yeah.
like darting.
It was
to the
probably
car.
just a funny video. Is it funny?
No, they actually ate the food and stole it.
No, but the way that they escape.
No, it didn't look like funny. It looked like they were either purposely went to do that.
I'm not saying like were they trying to be funny. I'm saying to watch the video. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this viralness.
Right. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. I don't think that's what it was. It didn't look funny.
Okay.
I think that.
Well, this is also a place that you know, and the people that you know. I guarantee you, if I ask any of my friends if they went to Sloppy Chops and saw that robbery, they wouldn't know. So, I mean, it's not like it went viral nationwide. I wouldn't think.
Right.
Right. But you know about it because you know the people that are there, and you know the restaurant.
Right. Well, and it was on Fox News, and I get news reports to my phone.
Right.
So why did it like hit the news and go there when people steal from restaurants all the time?
I don't know. Maybe it just caught your eye.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it's interesting. That story is interesting because I know people who know people there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
It's like, they don't. I mean, it don't affect your check. It affect the waitress. She probably ain't get no tip.
Mm-hmm.
If she didn't get a tip, she didn't get anything.
Right.
So it probably was. Maybe it
Probably
was,
had a little talking to at the end. Now, why they probably?
What are you supposed to do though? You
Boss
can't
is
ask
asking
them.
the same questions you are. Why didn't you say, oh, I gotta switch my shift? Can you cash out with me
Ooh,
so
that's
get
a
this
good
server?
one.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah, that's the only option.
Right.
Because you can't be like, hey. But like normally people don't do that on food though. They do that on bar tabs. That's
Right.
weird to be in a restaurant and be like, hey, I'm switching out.
I've seen it before, especially if people are there for a while. I've probably been the target of a waiter thinking that I can't pay the tab because typically I look dirty.
Gross, Kurt. I don't think you look dirty.
Well, no, not like typically I look dirty. I mean, like maybe sometimes I look like a guy that can't pay. We've gone into places where we definitely look like we shouldn't be at.
Oh yeah, we wasn't dressed for the occasion.
Yeah,
sure.
we go to a place called Timber.
Well, we don't
downtown,
look dirty.
Downtown, everybody's in suits and they're
Okay,
looking good.
but dirty is
And,
one thing.
you know,
Mine
I'm
should
wearing-
be clean.
I'm wearing kind of some frayed jeans a little bit, and they got a little like fray on the back pocket
yeah.
where I put my tape measure, Like I probably didn't look like I deserved to be in Timber Steakhouse.
But you had on brand new shoes. Because
Did
you
I?
stay with brand new shoes.
Yeah.
So, and my shoes were slick unless it was
And
them Timberlands.
you know
and then
that
it might not have been.
You know that they were looking at those shoes. They're like, damn, he's got those 5.74s. He's got those 5.74s right there. Look at him.
No, I think shoes are a big deal for people. If you come in and your shoes look dirty, people are like, damn, boy.
They'd be like, he'd be a lot cooler if he had those
What you was doing? Kicking up
red
dust?
David Bowies. Ooh,
When you gonna wear them?
I can't ever wear them.
Yeah, you can.
I'm about to get a display case for them.
You can wear them one time.
No, I can't because then I'll crease them up. Maybe ruin the tag. I bought these shoes, these David Bowie limited edition.
Mm-hmm.
They were they were done being produced by the time I bought them. I bought them 2 years late.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, but they look slick. Proud of these David Bowie.
I know you really like those shoes.
Might get another pair too.
Yeah. I think
A different edition.
Yeah, but no.
What?
No, you got one. You're gonna have to wear those. You can.
No, I can't wear them though.
You can wear.
They're for display.
You can wear the second one.
It's for no, a different kind. It's not gonna be the same shoe. It'll be a different David Bowie van.
Did you? We didn't talk about on here that you went to the Snug and got more of those Barry Gibb shirts.
Oh yeah. So Tom, who we talked to last week, he I sent him after the episode. I sent him a picture of the Barry Gibb shirt, and he said, "Dude, you got to send me one." So
But like, why does he want that?
So that because it's an awesome shirt. I don't know what you don't understand.
It's green.
Yeah, it's green. People wear green things. Green is my favorite color.
No, that green is obnoxious though.
Okay.
That's different.
So, like that night, I think after we were done doing that podcast, we went to the Snug, which is now full open, good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Doot, 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 doot. Boop. So we go to the Snug. I said to the man, I said to him, I said, get me one of those Barry Gibb shirts because I must send them to Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so you should look forward to that Barry Gibb shirt, Tom.
You like those shirts?
Yeah, I love it. I told you, I said it all last week. It's the most comfortable shirt I've ever had.
Yeah, but at what point do you stop buying them? Like, how many do you?
I don't.
Have
Well,
for-
I bought this one for Tom though.
But how many you get?
Well, I have the two that I had before I bought this one for Tom.
And then what else?
What? Huh?
How many in total do you have?
What are you trying to say?
How many Barry Gibb shirts do you have?
You want me to tell the people that when I bought that one for Tom, I bought two more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got 4 of the same shirts.
Yeah, I have 4 of the same shirt. But it's so comfortable. And I just need 3 more to complete the week.
Then Tom said he got 5 of the same pink shoes.
Right.
Like, why?
See, that's the way some people think, Carmen.
You, guys
You
are
know,
crazy.
you find something that fits you, you find something that you like, it's the convenience of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember one time you said, I'm going to get you some underwears.
Mm-hmm.
And you came home with some underwears. And I believe I told you which ones to get me. And you came back with a different kind. And you said they didn't have the ones that you wanted. And I was like, oh.
Well, I just went to Walmart.
Right.
So
it's like, oh, okay. But you don't want those underwears because it's not your underwear. Right?
you're like, oh, those underwear are trash.
Oh my god.
I was like, they look fine to me.
It's
They
the
look cool to
sheets.
me.
It's the sheets again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just certain things you have to kind of get for yourself, or I feel like it's not you, it's me. You know.
Or
It's-
sunglasses is the same thing.
Yeah, sunglasses.
You got to
yeah.
pick your own sunglasses out.
Yeah.
Other people can't get that stuff for
You
you.
can't give me sunglasses.
Yeah.
You know, I got those sunglasses that my mommy got us, and those are nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good driving glasses. Good big driving glasses. Thank you, mommy.
Yeah. I mean, those look like they work better in the car
Mm-hmm.
just because they got a wider lens.
Yeah.
So, I don't wear sunglasses really.
Oh, I need them. I used to not wear sunglasses. I don't know. But then I don't know. Something being on the water kind of made me need it because then you're getting the sun from two places.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, but you use sunglasses because it gets to be too much, especially if you're driving. The sun is too much.
Mm-hmm.
I've never.
Even walking down the street, I need them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never. You remember what happened last time I wore sunglasses?
With Lua.
Mm-hmm.
So you
was
were
trying to be cool.
You were working in the kitchen in Catalina, and you wanted to walk into the kitchen and look cool with these, because we were working at a place, and we all had these sunglasses.
Yeah, what can
They
you
said
say?
the name of the place on
Everyone
the side
else
of them. Yeah, we all had
had
these
them.
sunglasses on, and everybody was walking around cool. And Lua, this old Colombian woman, she sees Carmen walk down the stairs, and she says, "What is wrong? You have hangover?"
Girl.
So what is the matter? You have hangover? She's the same woman. You
Damn,
cooked,
girl, I can't even wear
featured on the
sunglasses.
episode.
Everyone else is wearing sunglasses. Why the fuck I wear a pair and then
We were all wearing the sunglasses. Everybody was wearing these sunglasses.
Gilbert had on sunglasses. Juan had on sunglasses. Liz had on glasses. Like,
But maybe it goes back to when we were talking about the black girl with the sunscreen. Yeah, maybe she knows that you don't need the sunglasses.
Or maybe she just, I don't know. I don't know what her issue was.
She thought you had a hangover.
That was her go-to. Why are you wearing those sunglasses?
You have hangover.
Mind you, you look around the kitchen and 2 other people got on glasses.
It was hilarious.
Why did you ask them that? Why did you ask me that?
They don't deserve that question. You know who deserves it?
Me?
Carmen deserves it.
I did nothing wrong. I'm coming in to get food started because you ain't gonna fucking cook nothing.
Right. You cooked the. We talk about her in the episode. You cooked the food the rest of the time.
Yeah,
because she made a soup on a 100-degree day.
Soup on a hot day, and then she made. I said, "What about the vegetarians and the gluten-free people?" She said, "Salad."
Yeah,
they have salad. And then like not just that. That was like she had done that multiple times. Where I'm like, okay. You made this stew or whatever the fuck this shit is. Whatever shit she came up with for the day.
Right.
Pita bread and hummus. Like whatever fucking bullshit she threw out. Every time I'm like, the vegetarians and the vegans don't have food. And she was like, salad. She wanted them to eat salad 3 times a day.
Right.
And she was okay with not feeding the gluten-free people and the people that vegan or vegetarian, all salad. Mm-hmm. And then one of the guys from the island, he had a little girlfriend, and she was gluten free, and there was no food for her, or she was vegan, I believe.
She was
gluten free and vegan.
She was a vegetarian, I believe. No, she was vegan, but then she would
eat gluten free too.
She wouldn't realize that things were not vegan, but you couldn't tell her.
Yeah. Either way, that was. Listen, we have people here who honestly do eat vegan,
right,
and do eat vegetarian.
And there's people that try.
It's people that try, but you have people.
And if
who
they
really
slip up, you can't just eat Oreos all the time.
Right. But you did have people who were straight up vegan.
Right.
And she said salad every meal, salad. And
salad,
then
salad.
This guy's like, you can't do that. You're not feeding them. They need to eat food. Like you can't do that. That is rude. Like. Everyone was eating, and now you're making food, and you're saying no one gets anything but salad. Like, they're not eating.
Right.
And they were so upset at her. They were hangry. That's why they yelled at her.
Yeah, but at that same scenario, in that kitchen, those vegans and the vegetarians, they were fed some pretty decent stuff. Do you think that you really needed to feed them at that caliber all the time?
Who, me?
Not you, but like...
Yeah, me and Fred did it.
I know the stuff you saw Fred make. Like, that was every night.
Right, and because I came in, and that's what he said I was supposed to do.
I know, but don't you think that it was a little excessive, a little bit?
Well, I used to ask them about things that they liked.
Right.
That was easy to make. And they would give me like, hey, we just cool with the soup this. Like, so they were cool with, like, I would just straight up ask them. So it's like some days they might not want this or they just want something super simple. A nice salad with this or such and such.
Right.
And then I would do that. But she was like, no, every single meal. I get what you're saying. Yeah, maybe not at that caliber every day, but that's just how I came into it.
Right.
So I was doing what I was told to do pretty much. But I mean, like everyone else is eating every single day. Do the vegans not get to eat?
No,
every day?
they don't get it.
They get salad.
No, they get salad. Yeah.
It's funny because vegan and vegetarian people are typically the minority, and so they're inconvenience.
Right.
In any situation, vegan and vegetarian are inconvenience.
Right. And people that don't want cheese on their sandwich and want to give it to their husband. Also an inconvenience.
I love that.
And also a minority. Because the audacity of saying to the person, you have to, it happened one time, right? You know what happened where they were eating, and it was an older couple. They weren't older, they were probably middle-aged, in their 50s. And, they were probably eating, and for years and years, they would go to sandwich places. And they would say, she would say they'd order the same sandwich, and then she'd be like, "Here's my cheese, honey," and he'd be like, "Oh, okay." And then it was probably just one time, you know. He probably she just did it once because it's like, you know, maybe the person that made the sandwich forgot to put like a little square of cheese on his sandwich, so he actually had less cheese than she did, and she was like, "Oh, here's my cheese," and then maybe she ate the sandwich and she was like, "You know what? That's not bad." So then the next time she was
maybe
like,
she was lactose intolerant and this is a scam they've been pulling from the very beginning.
No, I was saying, and then you know, she gave him the cheese the next time, but then it becomes expected, you know, where they sit down at the table and he starts taking her cheese. You know, he opens up his sandwich and he's like, "Here you go."
He opens up her sandwich and he just rips the cheese
out. And then, you know, she probably gives there's a little bit of resentment in there.
Because he just opened my sandwich. He took the cheese out. It had mustard and ketchup on the bottom of it. He took most of that.
I didn't want ketchup on my ham sandwich. This is gross.
Mustard and mayo. He took that off when he took the cheese and everything.
And then she said, "You know what? We can probably just ask them to do it." You know? And so then they got away with it the first time. And then it became the standard that he'd go in and order, because he did all this. I must point out, he did the whole thing. She was just there. She probably didn't want to leave to go to the quote unquote place where they will do it, which doesn't exist in our living area. It's just crazy, right? And then they get away with it, and then they're like, okay, then that's just the thing. And then she's deprived of cheese on her sandwich the rest of their marriage.
Or she could be lactose intolerant and they've been pulling this scheme for a while.
All right.
It seemed like, the way you're saying it seemed like they came up there, they was ready for it. This is how they order every single time.
Yeah, exactly.
They've probably been up there and ordered it that way before, and another person did it for them.
Right.
But the girl that was back there today, nope.
No. New on the register, goes to the person that makes the sandwich, was like,
"We don't do shit like that here."
No, we don't do that. Keep on walking. Yep. That's all right.
No, it's an inconvenience though. It's an inconvenience, and the crazy part about it is, it's really not that much of an inconvenience, but it's just like you don't want to. You're already busy.
It's the
and
extra.
It's just like you. But it's not really extra.
With me, you
gotta lay out the same amount of slices.
Yeah, you lay it all out. You just add the extra cheese. But for me, it's the awkwardness of it.
It is.
It's the not putting cheese here and putting cheese here. And I know that I would put the cheese on both of them.
It is.
Or not cheese on either one of them. I'd probably do that on purpose.
It's just one of those things where, like, people sometimes, like, they just don't
understand.
They don't care. They're trying to save a penny or get over. He didn't want to pay for the extra cheese. He's like, just give me her cheese. Why can't you do that? He don't care that it's inconveniencing the other people. Like, no one cares about people who work in the kitchens, and they think we slaves. That's pretty much how we get treated. Like, you're slaves. Hey, I need butter right now.
Right.
Like, all right.
Chop, chop.
When you work at open kitchens, you have people coming up to you, like, or you will be sitting there cooking, and then they're like, hey.
Do you have any ketchup?
Yeah.
For my fries?
While I'm cooking food for the whole restaurant.
And you yell at the waiter. You say, "Get him some ketchup."
I'm not getting them no ketchup.
You tell the waiter, you say, "I better get your tip if I'm giving him ketchup."
Exactly. If I'm helping you and helping serve your customer, first off, if you don't know the proper etiquette, like, there should be rules when you sit down at the chef counter. Like, hey, don't speak to the chefs. They're really busy. Like, you can speak and talk, but, like, your servers will handle any needs you have. Like, if it, you know what I mean? If you have to say that, you have to say that. Because if it get out of hand where people are just like, they be snapping like, hey, I know you fucking see me. I'm sitting right in front of you.
Right. I'm here.
I'm not trying to see you.
I have arrived.
And I got like seven steaks with all different temperatures. Some mid-rare to rare, or rare to mid-rare, or mid-rare to medium. I'm trying to organize all this stuff, and somebody's snapping at me.
Not around here.
I'm just not going to even like, hey, can you get this? Nope. Or I just will not respond to you. I will act like I don't see you at all.
No.
Yeah, that's mostly what I do. You have to, it's a weird thing, going from back of the house, like working in kitchens with no open. opening where you're just in the back to work in the open kitchen and actually having to like deal with customers. Like at my job, the guy said, "You supposed to say bye and wave to everybody." I'm like,
where do they do that at?
yeah. And he was like, "You know what? These people came here and did an inspection one time. It was like the Secret Santa thing. And they came in and they said that out of the whole time that they visited within the 3 days, the only person that spoke to them and said, 'Have a good day' was me. And I got a reward."
Yeah. So like, now he does it all the time. He doesn't know who the secret shopper is. He's like, is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? Oh, man. We got to sign up for some secret shoppers, I think.
I've tried to before. I almost got in, but I had work. I couldn't like. It was something I wanted to do.
You get to take notes.
You can sign up for it online.
Yeah. And they give you little coupons. Ooh.
And they pay you a little bit to do it.
Yeah.
I told you I knew a girl who got fired from CC's Pizza over that.
Oh, gross.
It's because the girl asked like, "Do you have such and such?" And she pointed to the menu. That was the first mistake she made. And then the girl asked about a pizza, and she was like, "I don't think we have none right now. I don't know when the next one will be out." It was like 2 offenses. Right there. She was out the door so quick.
Bye-bye.
They made an example of her. CC's don't play.
Before football games when I was in high school, we used to go to Gaddyland.
What is that?
It's like a Chuck E. Cheese for like older kids. Like, I mean, there's
like
no
arcade.
Yeah, it's got an arcade and it's like got a pizza buffet. But yeah, it's basically a Chuck E. Cheese without the band. You know, they're like,
yeah.
You've ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese?
Of course. When we were getting older, we had a place similar to that, but it was
DZ?
called the Butterfly.
Gross.
And it had go-karts and mini golf and like arcades, pizza places, and all that stuff.
Well, we would go there, and this dude that was on the football team, he would always ask for chicken Alfredo pizza because they never had it on the line. But if you ask them, they'll make it every single time. He'd be like, "You have any chicken Alfredo pizza?"
And they don't sell it?
It was just never on the line. I don't know if they don't sell it.
Oh, but they would make it.
Yeah, they would make it if we asked for it.
Yeah.
Every Thursday for 10 weeks.
Why the fuck you want chicken Alfredo pizza every
Pretty
time?
good. It's pretty good. I don't know. Maybe it's something that they used to do all the time, and he used to go there as a kid. I only was at that school my last 2 years of high school.
Right.
So I don't know how entrenched in Gaddyland my team was. You know, they might have been doing pizza parties there since they were, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Because they all knew each other forever.
Right. Man, my favorite pizza is Little Caesars.
Ugh.
I love every bit of it.
Why?
The breadsticks, the pizza. It's just amazing.
We went to
$5.
Little Caesars. You made us go because it's right next to your hair place. Did we talk about this, getting hair? Your hair place? And then how many people go to Sally's Beauty Supply and then right next door to talk about a symbiotic relationship. People going to Sally's Beauty Supply and then right next door to Little Caesars, grabbing us some hot and ready, going home to the kids. I'm about to do my hair. I'm going to look good. Kids are going to have pizza. They ain't going to be bothering with me. My makeup's going to be perfect. You know? Like, that's crazy. And then if you got the video game store right next door. If you can just shuffle the kids in there while I go look at my hair supplies. Great. It's beautiful. That's
very true.
It's just those 3 shops just right in a row. Sally's,
for a woman,
Little Caesars, and then the GameStop right there. Man, how them stocks looking? They kind of. I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, that's
kind of disappeared. News swept that under the rug.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, you want to talk about this, or maybe you don't want to talk about? We asked Tom about this.
Floyd Mayweather and and Logan Paul fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And it came to a no decision, no winners, no losers.
Well, there wasn't being judged in the first place. It's an exhibition fight.
Okay. And I didn't read the article, but I saw a headline that said boxing fans have noticed proof that it has been staged. This fight between these two people. What do you think about that? I kind of feel like it's to be expected.
I think Floyd Mayweather is old.
Mm-hmm.
Jake is younger and heavier.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to say. If he fight his youngest brother, I'm be like, all right, it was staged.
If Floyd Mayweather fights his younger brother, like the Paul's younger brother, because the younger brother
Jake
is
Paul.
Okay. So are they both people that box?
Jake Paul's the one who had the most success. He's the one who knocked out Nate Robinson.
Is he?
Yeah. Logan Paul also boxes, but he's older. About 2 years.
I thought that this was the Jake Paul. I don't even know which Paul we're
Jake Paul's
talking
the
about.
youngest one. Jake Paul.
He was the one that
banned
was in
from
the other two fights.
Jake Paul was the
He's
one.
the one that stole the hat.
Yes.
Okay.
Logan Paul's the older brother.
He's the older brother. Well, why is
Jake
he?
Paul is the wilder one who do all the antics.
Well,
and
why
shit.
is he? Why is he in the middle of this? How come he got into that?
Why is he fighting?
You're right.
Because him and his brother both be on that bullshit calling people out. And then Floyd took the fight. He got enough. That's the thing. They have millions and millions and millions of fans.
Yeah, I get it.
You call him
They've got
out.
like 20 million.
You call him out and you sick them all on Floyd Mayweather. And then you call promotion companies and all these people and you have them all hitting his door at the same time.
Yeah.
It's hard to avoid. They talking about it on every radio platform. Everywhere black news or black Twitter or black anything is, they're talking about it. And Floyd can't ignore the noise. It's money being thrown his way. These numbers and all this stuff. On top of all he gonna whoop your ass and you old and all that. Like, you gonna do it. He wore him down until he just was like, fuck it, I'll beat your ass. And he didn't. But he won. People say he won the fight, obviously, but it was just he didn't knock him out, so you can't really say he won. Unless he knocked him. That's why people wanted a knockout. Because unless he knocked him out, there's not a clear decision. So.
I don't know. Pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy. So you are excited right now because of no more mask at work?
Yeah, past my 2 weeks of my vaccination, and I'm no longer required to wear a mask at my job indoors. So, it's funny because the first day that I didn't wear a mask, right? People were looking at me like
who is he?
Like, no, they took like the time to assess. Like, I've been looking at this man with a
Now you have to keep your beard shaved because you can't, because you don't got the mask on. You can't hide it.
Who was hiding a beard in the first place? I've always had a beard.
Yeah, but you wasn't looking like that. You was hiding that.
No, I think I can still get to the same in fact, I might grow it even longer than I did the time before because the mask was holding me back a little bit. It would get so bad where I'd pull my thing up because I was wearing a gaiter, and I'd pull it up, and then like the hairs would go into my eyes and stuff.
Yeah, everyone with a beard has been complaining about the whole mask thing, that it's irritating. And
well, I didn't find it that irritating, but I did find a lot of relief once I shaved the beard. But I didn't because you grew into it. Right. That's subtle. You throw a frog in the boiling water, it'll jump out. But if you boil the frog in the water, it'll stay.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's the perfect analogy.
Okay. Let's not boil any frogs in water.
Okay.
I like frogs.
Frog legs?
No, I don't like to eat them, but I want them as a pet. They're pretty cool.
You had a pet frog whenever you were a kid, but you say that they make noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't like the noise.
I had frogs that stayed in the water.
And then you throw pennies at their aquarium.
Yeah. They wasn't.
So you can't like them that much.
Toads. They were frogs. They swam in the water. They were little water frogs, like goldfish, but they're little frogs, and they make this weird noise, and you would be looking at them like, I don't see them fucking moving. Where is the noise coming from? And I couldn't figure it out ever. Should have Googled it, but I'm looking at them. They're not fucking doing nothing.
Right.
where is this noise
Where's the
coming from?
noise coming from?
I'm like, are they rubbing their like feet together and makes that like noise? But yeah, I used to have to throw pennies at them. Like, fucking stop! Stop that shit.
But yes, it was strange to get to the assessment. Like, boss man came and he was like, he had an extra long conversation with me, and he wasn't looking at my eyes. I'll tell you, he was looking at my nose and above my neck and below my nose. Right? It was weird. I don't know. It was strange. And then I talked to everybody. Like, everybody was like, because I'm the last person where I work. I work in a company with like 8 people, and I was the last one to be done with everything. So I was the last one to expose myself. And yeah, so everybody took their turns to get a good view. And that's my story. And now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. They said that the Johnson & Johnson vaccines right now are like weeks from expiring, and they have like thousands and thousands and thousands of them left because people are not taking them. Probably millions of it left that people are not taking. Well,
Johnson & Johnson, they were also the ones that
said that their shit was causing problems.
Yeah, they put a pause on the Johnson & Johnson. Right? Is that how you do it? Pause? No? Okay. Well, yeah, they put the pause because women were getting women were getting blood clots. And then they came back and, yeah.
I also know a couple people who got really fucking sick off of it. And I was like, why you take it? Don't you know you only supposed to take that shit?
Yeah, you ain't supposed to do the Johnson J&J.
It was like, well, they're still giving it to people.
It's funny.
You didn't hear? You ain't been reading the news?
when we were on Catalina, we found out that both of your parents' names were Johnson. Oh man, Fred goes, Johnson & Johnson, a family company. It was so funny because how many, Tom Cruise and Penelope Cruz, they dated there for a little bit, but at least whenever they're spelling Cruz, one's got a Z and one's got an S, like, one's Tom Cruise and Penelope Cruz, they don't even spell the Cruz the same way, like, but Johnson & Johnson, it was, it's hilarious.
It's a weird thing. So my mom's father is William Johnson. My dad's father is William Johnson.
Right.
My dad is William Johnson. My brother is William Johnson. Yeah.
It's crazy. Man. That's a William Johnson. There's gotta be
William
tons
Johnson
of
Senior,
William
Junior,
Johnson.
and Double Junior.
Yeah, Double Junior. Yeah. Huh. So, we're about done here.
Well, I want to talk about a couple more things before we finish up.
Okay.
We watched The Conjuring.
Okay, that's what I was gonna go to. How do you know?
Boy, I wanted to talk about that. That movie is so scary.
The Conjuring 3, Devil Made Me Do It. Out now on HBO Max. So what about it?
It was scary. I don't know. It's interesting. It's about paranormal stuff. About these two.
You haven't seen any of the other movies?
I haven't seen any of them.
There's like 10 of them.
Man, the movies where I like to watch scary movies, but I be getting scared, Kirk. I gotta watch it with somebody else or with you, because afterwards I went outside to smoke, and I was hearing noises.
You thought that? Oh,
I
no
don't
spoilers.
know. It just freak you out.
Yeah, you gotta check out. Well, the first two Conjuring movies, I like the first one more than the second one. But then there's the Nun, and then there's like the Annabelle movies, which are about a doll. And then there's, of course, the La Llorona. Yeah, there's a bunch of like Conjuring movies, but yeah, this one was pretty decent. It was. Yeah, I enjoyed it as a movie. I'm HBO Max all the way right now.
And then, so that was a big one, The Conjuring.
Phones up or phones down?
Phones down.
Phones down. Congratulations, Conjuring.
Yeah, I like
Two Phones
It was a
Down.
really good movie. It was a really good movie. It kept me watching.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fall asleep on it because
Yep.
it was very interesting.
Scary.
Yeah. Medea is coming back to Netflix.
Oh yeah.
So Medea's been gone. Tyler Perry retired Medea, but now she's coming back, and people are excited.
Mm-hmm.
So I know once I told my mom, she's gonna be like, "What?" Because she was a big fan.
Big fan of the Medea.
Yeah, he get all the church ladies, all the 60-year-olds. He got that 40 to 60-year-old demographic on lock.
Yeah.
All the older church women love that shit. What you think about that?
What do I think about Medea? I don't know. I think Tyler Perry. Did you ever see the movie Gone Girl?
Mm-hmm.
I think he was really good in that. He played the lawyer.
Yeah.
I think that Tyler Perry, when he's able to be in other things that aren't his, it's good.
I mean, but the Medea thing, that's just his brand. That's how he kind of started off. And then...
Well, he was doing plays.
Right. And then he created this character that people happen to fucking love.
Yeah. You know how cheaply made the first Medea was?
Mm-hmm.
It was like trash.
But people
flocked to it.
Oh my God, I remember my mom was burning DVDs for people. Like, oh, you want the new Medea DVD?
The new Medea?
And she had her computer and she copying DVDs and selling them.
Tyler Perry got on Oprah and it was done.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Star
awesome.
maker, Oprah Winfrey.
Yep.
I'm going to make everybody a star except for Stedman.
You a star. But not Stedman.
But not Stedman.
Or Gail. Gail kind of fall behind. I mean,
Well,
but Gail, she got her own.
Yeah.
Shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
She's a star in her own right. She just ain't no Oprah. And when you Oprah best friend, you standing next to her, you look like a bum.
Yeah.
There's not many people that can stand next to Oprah as her best friend.
How many schools you make, Gail?
Yeah.
How many African schools did you make?
Yeah.
Gail King.
Not to mention like how much and she got her own network.
Uh-huh.
Gail don't got on, yeah.
She's got her own network.
Gail don't got on network.
Uh-huh.
Stedman, nobody even hear about him. I don't even think he go out to get ice cream. He don't go do nothing. Like
he really likes Rocky Road, but he's not allowed to go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably could, and nobody would even know who the fuck he was.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no way I would recognize him if I saw
Stedman
him.
over there. Look,
Yeah, no one's gonna fucking
Stedman. What's his last name? I don't know. I don't know what his last
only
name
got
is.
one?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. But we done here?
Are you? You said you had other stuff.
That's it. I just wanted to talk about those couple things. That movie and Medea coming back.
Cool.
Thank you guys for listening. You can watch us on YouTube, and if you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you. Bye.